Hey everyone, it's Mary. I'm back here with more of 30 Days of Inspiration. Today, I'm gonna have you take out a pen and paper and let you do the work while you write a letter to your future self. You know, I was working with an organization one time and they had a company meeting of all the executives. And the CEO of the company had us write a letter to ourselves, each of us, each of these executives, while we were sitting in the conference room, we had to write a letter to ourselves about what we would be doing in 5 years. And you know, and then we had to put the letter in an envelope, seal it, put our name on it, and pass them in, drop them off in a basket as we left the conference room. You know, for some reason, that just really, spoke to me at the place that I was at in my life, in my career, where I was. And of course, the CEO of the company kind of, talked about the importance of this letter on your professional and personal journey. And so I kind of really took that to heart and I just let it out. I just let everything out. What came of that was that I realized that I was in the wrong company, the wrong position, around the wrong people. And that was pretty eye-opening for me because until that point, I was just going. Every day I'd get up, I'd go to work, I'd do my thing, I'd come back. And, I was just on this hamster wheel of life thinking that that's what I got. I got what I got. So I'm going to have you today practice in writing yourself a letter to your future self. And maybe what you want to do is you want to put it in an envelope and open it in 6 months. And that's exactly what this company did. So it was actually 1 year. So all of the envelopes were dated and we had that same conference room meeting 1 year later and all the letters were passed back. And that was the day that I gave my notice and quit my job. Because I realized that when I opened that letter, that person that I wrote about in the letter was the person that I really was. And I just wasn't allowing her to come out and play. I had too many fears, too many thoughts of lack, too many negative voices in my head to think that I could be anything else other than in this position around this particular group of people. So grab your paper, grab your pen, light a candle, put on some really nice, soothing music, and think about these questions. These are my roots. This is where I came from. This is what my ancestors were like. These are my roots. Where I want to go in life, in work, in career. Where do I want to go? All the things I'd like to try someday. All of them. All the things where as you're looking around and seeing all these things that people are doing, whether it's a sport-related thing or a trip or a job or a relationship, all the things I'd like to try someday. This is what I live for. You know, those things that you just can't wait to get up in the morning. This is what I live for. What gets you so enthusiastic about your life? This is what I live for. what an extraordinary day is to me. What does that day look like? What am I doing? Where am I? Who am I hanging out with? What am I talking about? What am I eating or drinking or wearing? What is an extraordinary day? There's no place like home. Where's home? There is no place like home. Just like Dorothy in The Wizard of Oz as she's clicking the heels on her red, shiny shoes. There's no place like home. Where is that for you? I promise myself to be so true, to stay on my path, to let no judgment or criticism consume my thoughts. I promise myself. A pep talk for my future self. If you were to look at your grandchild, your daughter, a friend, and they were like, oh, I don't know what I want. I don't know. What kind of pep talk would you give them? Give that to yourself. Give yourself a pep talk. Be your best friend and give yourself a pep talk. I never want to forget this. What was so extraordinary, so brilliant, so soul-inspiring. I never want to forget this. So take some time today, over the rest of the week, maybe the weekend, and write your future self a letter. Maybe sprinkle some cologne or perfume on it, fold it up, put it in an envelope, and date it. Stick it away someplace safe and mark that date on your calendar either 6 months from now or a year from now, and go back to that letter and see what you find out about yourself. I know that for me, this was a brilliant exercise. It catapulted me into my next level of professionalism, my next level of finding my true north and allowing my soul to speak. And I wouldn't be here with you right now if I had not written that letter to my future self. I hope you enjoy this exercise. Let everything pour out onto that paper, and I will see you right back here tomorrow for more of 30 Days of Inspiration. And again, if you know of anyone that you feel could be helped or served by this video, don't forget to share, because after all, sharing is caring. I look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow with more of 30 Days of Inspiration. Ciao for now.